I mean, I think one big difference is that I think in China, the average age of the social enterprises tends to be a lot younger. You're looking at a lot more startup organizations, whereas in Germany, for example, there's some organizations that are, incredible, that have been around for decades. So I think that's one big difference, and I think that along with that comes a lot of differences, just because the types of challenges, the types of opportunities available to social entrepreneurs, they're obviously quite different, from if you're, a startup with, a handful of employees to an organization that's been around for decades. I think that there's also a lot of similarities, though, and I think that, I mean, obviously China doesn't exist in a vacuum, so I think that there's a couple of, specific specific areas of the survey where there's actually some really kind of striking similarities between these countries, and sometimes it makes you kind of wonder, like, oh, I wonder if this is, by coincidence, or if it isn't. Like occasionally I'll notice that the UK and China, that on certain variables they're very similar, and the British Council actually has spent quite a bit of time and quite a bit of resources sponsoring study tours and social entrepreneur exchanges and mentoring and these types of things in China. So it makes you wonder, maybe it is the case that China tends to follow the British. Does China tend to follow the British model of social entrepreneurship? So I mean, I think that there are definitely differences in the environment, also just in the type of social enterprises that are active. But there's also a lot of similarities.